Tonight's message is going to be important. It's going to be a touch up from one of my older segments that I've had. And before I get into tonight's message, I want to first say thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate the commentary that you guys have been giving. It seems like you guys are learning, and I really love putting these things together, trying to get this information to you guys. And tonight is going to be a little bit different. Forgive me if this is a little done ham-handedly. I'm going to be showing you videos and pictures off of my other cell phone to try to improve this content. Now, like I told you guys, tonight's message is going to be about the temple. Now, I was on Google Updates the other day, and I found some interesting articles about none other than water. Now, of course, Yah is letting us rent these temples, which is our bodies, and we need to take care of them. Just like at a rental, if you go to rent a car, you put the money down, you bring that car, jacked down and beat up and raggedy, you're going to pay a price. You're going to pay some extra cash, and depending on what you've done to that car, you're going to be in some serious trouble. Same with our bodies and water. We have to treat our bodies and take this stuff seriously. Now, the first one I'm going to show you guys is from an internet site called theindependent.com. It says, staying hydrated slows aging and halves risk of dying young, study shows. Now, this is what I found, like I said, off of theindependent.com. You guys should read this article. This is important information about what the body needs as far as with water and basically getting enough of it every hour or what have you. And then there was another website that I found off of CNN.com. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, here we go. Now, from CNN, it says, hydration can significantly impact your physical health, study finds. Now, you guys can read this. Like I said, these are just little ideas I thought. Hopefully these pictures and stuff can help improve the content. But let me not digress. The bigger part is how important water is to our bodies. Now, like I've told you before, our bodies is made up of 80% water. So, if you guys didn't know, and I don't think this would ever happen, but let's just say, for example, where it was something that went on in the world where there wasn't no food, and let's just say that you had to drive 7 hours a day just to get a hold to some food. Now, I'm just using that as an illustration. But the point that I'm proving is that, did you know that if you were in survival mode, you could live longer off water than food? Meaning, if you had a couple gallons of water, depending on how you drank it, you could survive longer off of water than food. Now, compared to the opposite, if you had a whole bunch of food with less water, you wouldn't survive that long. And I hope a lot of us understand this, because water is very, very important to our everyday survival. Now, I would suggest drinking 8 bottles of water a day. This is not hard. All you have to do is get on your cell phone and make sure that you put a timer, or make your phone go off every hour. Every hour, drink 1 bottle of water. And once again, and let's be for real, don't open it and don't sip it twice or 3 times and lay it on the kitchen counter. No, put that water in your system, drink it, and make sure that you're not overdoing it, but drink it to enough to where you have enough recovery times to when the hour goes off, you're ready to pop another one. Now, I keep telling you guys this too. You can be dehydrated and have a lot of sugar in your system, meaning you could have had a lot of Pepsi, could have had a lot of Gatorade, could have had a lot of Powerade, but just because you drink those items doesn't mean you're hydrated. Now, I'm not going to share this relative's name, but I had a relative. He's young. He's only like 27 years old, family. This man went to the hospital, and there was nothing wrong with him. When the doctors pulled his blood, guess what they said? Sir, when was the last time you drank some water? My family member's response was 5 months ago. Family, and I'm not here to put him down. I'm just saying, he said he hadn't drunk water in 5 months. That's not good. Now, let me get back to the other point. And like I said, I love you guys. Let me go ahead and just digress for a little bit. I know sometimes I'm all over the place. I wanted to say that I really, really love you guys. And I'm really, really always just joyful when I bring you guys messages, because I'm always hoping that there's somebody out there who receives this message and they understand. But now let me get back to the topic. Now, this is a little graphic, but let's be adults, okay? Let's be adults here. The color of our urine should not be yellow, gold, brown, none of those colors. And in fact, it shouldn't have an odor. So when we go to urinate, we should not have somebody come in the bathroom behind us and say, whoa, John, or whoa, Kayla, your urine is awful. Guys, that's not anything to be happy about. Our urine should never get that color. And on top of that, and like I said, I'm graphic a little bit on this one because I want to drive this point home. For the men, our private parts should not be burning when we urinate. For the sisters, your private parts should not be burning from urinating. This is something that's supposed to be fluent, easy, clear, and it shouldn't have an odor. And once you flush the commode, like I just mentioned, there shouldn't be any odors because we're not getting enough water. And I had one more point. Oh, yeah. If we can't afford it, because I know some of us are strapped for cash, do not drink water from your faucet or your water hose. The reason why I point out these two avenues is simply because that's where a lot of fluoride is at, and it's pumped, especially in our doggone faucets, because we have to wash our hands consistently. And plus these little sick, rich, elite, nasty society members, they put this fluoride and lead and all this crap in this water because they want to poison us and, of course, get us to not function properly. And last but not least, I'm going to show you guys my favorite type of water that you guys can get. It is very cheap, but once again, this is my favorite type of water. Look at that. It's called Just Water. Now, this is equivalent to 2 bottles of water in there, so 2 16.9 ounces. And the reason why it's in that bottle, and I forgot to mention this, was because this company is trying to cut back from the microplastics, meaning when we drink water out of plastic, family, there's a lot of nasty minerals and microplastics that's in the little water plastic bottles that are harmful for harmful for our health. So I would suggest if you guys drink Ozarka or any bottled water, it's okay to purchase it, but when you get home, pour it into a container. If it's a coffee mug, anything, just don't drink out of plastic bottles, family, because there's so many microplastics that are in that plastic bottled water that's harmful. But if you drink it, you still have to drink it, but just don't drink the plastic bottled water. But once again, this is my favorite. If you guys ever go out in the stores and see this, think of me. This is my favorite, Just Water. And like I said, if I drink 4 of these in a day, I'll be set. We all should be set and ready to go. And last but not least, family, do not let the winter fool you. Just because it's not summer, some say, well, it's the summertime, so there's no sun out, so I won't be dehydrated. Yes, it's cold. Yes, it's a little bit chilly. But family, we have to drink water. As I told you earlier, our bodies are made of 80% water. And if we don't drink it, you're going to get 3. Oh, yeah, and I forgot, and I promise I'm going to wrap this up. If you drink plenty of water, there's 3 or 4 solid benefits. You can eliminate diabetes. You can eliminate kidney stones. and it improves your joint health, and it also improves your skin. Now, some of us may be suffering with acne. Now, I'm not here to tease or make fun of any of us who suffer with acne, but do you know why a lot of us, not only teens, even adults, suffer from acne? It is because all the sugar, all the tea, all the Pepsi, all these sugary drinks, family, this is where the acne is coming in from, because we're drinking too much of that and not getting enough of this, which is water. So once again, I hope you guys learned something from this message. Those were articles that I found off of the Google News Update, and I just had to get that off my chest because I couldn't believe that all these studies were showing how important water was. And I always tell you guys at the end of the messages how important water is. Once again, I hope you learned something from this message. Let's read that Bible. Let's work out. And last but not least, let's drink our water. You guys have a good day. Have a fantastic morning.